Charlie Crew, how pleased you to get him back?
Yeah, delighted. He's Charlie's someone we've been in contact with obviously since he left last season, and contact with him, Leeds, his agents. He's obviously a special talent, as we all know. Just seen in the last couple of days in training how he reminds us all of how good he is, and how much energy he's got and how he can handle the ball. So I'm really pleased to have him back. You know, he knows us, we know him, he knows the environment, and like I said during the week in the press with Liam, I'm pleased that Leeds have trusted us again with his development, and they were pleased of how he went back to Leeds in the summer. By all accounts, the manager pulled him and said, look, he knows that Doncaster are interested in him again, and he thinks that's the right club for him. So I appreciate that from Daniel, but he could see the progression in Charlie, which is pleasing from our side, I would say.
Yeah, how nice is that to you, Grant, in terms of you've had a player on loan who's had a really big impact for Doncaster Rovers. He's gone back to his parent club and they've said, look, go back, you did brilliantly well there, and have another seat with Doncaster.
Yeah, I think that's the reason why, or the beauty of having loans and successful loans, is because you do create that sort of bond with clubs, and they know and they can trust you. Not only Leeds can trust us, but Charlie can trust us, and his agents can trust us that he knows he's going to get good development here. He's going to get game time. He's going to continue to grow in terms of what he's capable of. And I said like I said again to Liam during the week, he's probably, in my opinion, one of the most exciting young talents in the country at this moment in time. And he was in the Wales squad over the summer, called into the first team squad. I know he's been there before, but I think they have obviously seen the development in him as well. So I'm really pleased. Charlie's he's a really nice kid as well, and he just fits into our group. So I'm pleased to have him.
Another player in midfield, but in terms of just a general squad, how important is it to have that competition for places, Grant?
Yeah, competition's fierce all through the team, and we need that. You know, it's healthy competition. It's everybody's training very hard to be in and around the squad, to be available for selection. You know, I mentioned before also that we have 7 games left in this month, because if we beat Middlesbrough, the next round of that will be put in further down the line. If we don't, the Everton 21 game will be brought forward. So either way, we'll have 7 games this month. So we're going to need everybody. It's a bit crazy really when you think about it, because they brought the season forward a bit, but you still end up with 8 games in the month. You know, so it's I don't think whatever they do, it's that they need to probably have a look at that, because yes, we started earlier, but we're still ending up with 8 games in the month. So it is what it is. The games are coming thick and fast. It'll be Saturday, Tuesday all the way through now. And again, we probably, if we, there's a possibility that can carry on into the next month as well. So, yeah, it is what it is. We're looking forward to it. We need the group ready for it. We need everyone, waiting patiently for the opportunity, and when they get it, they grab it.
Must be quite nice actually to start the season where you've got, well, this season anyway, where you've just got 1 week to focus on a game, and then this week's focus on a game rather than the Saturday, Tuesday. Yeah,
this week was nice, but when you win, you want to go again. So it would have been nice to have another game on the Tuesday, but it wasn't to be. It's given us a good week on the training ground. The players are all ready. It's been a good week. We've worked hard. We've prepped, towards the Mansfield game. It's given us a bit more time to look at them, study them, go through what we need to go through, and hopefully we can go there and get another good result.
Is there any more that you'd like to get in, Grant?
Look, I think you never say never. I think when the window shuts, it shuts. But at this moment in time, we're pleased with the group. We're pleased with how we're looking. Everyone, like I said, competition all through the team in every single position. So at this moment in time, we've done all our work quite early. But when I mean never by never, if there's anything out there that we think can improve us, then we're supported brilliantly by the owners, and then they'll always back us in that. But at this moment in time, I'm pleased.
A report, because I asked that because a report came out earlier today about it. Is it Marvin Johnson? Is he a player that you've looked at this summer?
No, nothing. we're happy with our left backs. For two very good left backs in the building, and Jack Senior and James Maxwell.
Ahead of Mansfield, how's Jay McGreal going on?
Yeah, again, he's had another good week of training, edging closer, for sure. We had an in-house game on Tuesday that Jay played in, so he got 60 minutes in that. So yeah, he's edging closer all the time. Again, fierce competition in the centre-back area. So I'm pleased, Jay. Look, it's given us the opportunity not to really rush Jay to get him right, because he's obviously probably 3, 4, maybe 5 weeks behind the rest of the group. But every day I can see him getting back to where I know he can get back to. I know when he's starting edging closer to fitness, because he likes a little moan on the training ground, so he's starting to get there in terms of winning sessions and stuff. But I like that about him. So he's getting closer.
And Jamie Sterry as well. I know she said he had maybe a fractured cheekbone. How's he?
He's going to be probably longer than what we first anticipated, because when I say longer, it'll probably be 3 weeks, 4 weeks maybe. Hoping we can maybe get him back before then, but he's done a right bit of damage to his face, really. Well, Joe Whitworth did it to his face. I thought it was accidental. Without going too far into it, he's fractured his cheekbone, he's fractured his eye socket. There's something the matter with his jawline. So there's a lot into it, really, and it's going to take a bit of time for Jamie to heal, to get a mask that is suitable. But he's going to have an operation on Monday of next week, and then it's just a matter of time of the swelling settling down, Jamie feeling comfortable. And then getting cracking with the rehab, really.
He must be frustrated, Grant, after being newly named a vice captain pre-season, and then first game for an injury like that's happened in the way he did.
He's so unlucky. It happened to him in his first season here as well. He had an injury to his toe that none of us had ever seen before, which kept him out for probably I think about 2 or 3 months at the start of the first season we were here. It's happened to him again. A freak injury where he's going to head the ball and it's just a collision in the box with the goalkeeper, and this has happened to him. So I'm gutted for him, because he's had a really good pre-season. He was looking in a good place, but this won't hopefully affect Jamie too much. Hopefully he's back, raring to go over the next 3 or 4 weeks.
Any other injury news, Grant?
No, everybody else is fine. Everyone's come through the game. Everyone's trained this week, got some minutes in their leg on Tuesday, so I thought that was important that we did that. It was just a in-house game against the under-18s, really, and it was just to get those functional movements into the players who needed it, because again, we come thick and fast over these next few weeks with Saturday, Tuesdays.
We're speaking to Matty Pearson after you, Grant, and the first time for us. What will he bring to your team? I mean, we already saw it in the clean sheet last week as well. Just
what you see, Matty. He's played so many games. He's only 32 years of age, but he's played a lot of games, a lot of football. Very experienced in what he does. He talks, he leads. He's aggressive. He's on the front foot. We obviously lost Woody, Tom Anderson in the summer, so it was important we replaced that with a leader, a character into our change room, experience. And Matty brings all that, and gives everything every single day. Doesn't leave any stone unturned in terms of how he trains. So tremendous person to have around the football club.
Finally, Grant, thoughts on Mansfield this weekend?
I really like them. I really like Nigel Clough and how he goes about things. I like them as a football club. I think they're a club that's had to wait patiently for their chance to get back into League One. I thought last season they were outstanding. All season, really, without getting the results in the second half of the season. I know they started really, really well. Lost some of their big players like Keeler Dunn and people like that, but he seems they always find replacements and good replacements, Nigel. So huge respect for Nigel. Always one of the managers who I've really enjoyed sitting and having a drink after the game with, because he's so experienced and you can learn stuff off people like that. So it'll be a tough game. It always is at Mansfield. I think they've recruited very well in the summer, but we're looking forward to the game.